Hello, welcome back. Brian from Odyssey again, and as I said, I'm going to show you at least one way to hook up a DC motor to our little RC controlled device here, or for that matter, any robot you want to play with. There's a few ways to do it, and I'm going to start with the simplest, and I'll shoot another video comparing multiple ways of hooking up a DC motor. I like to use these things for doing some quick and easy motor control. Electronic speed controller. It's set up for an RC car, so it goes forward and reverse. Don't buy the ones that are for propellers. Most propellers don't need to go in reverse. It's designed to interface directly where a servo would have, so it takes the same servo signal. The only thing you want to do is, depending on your circuit, mine, what I've got going is, of course, I've got my robot hooked up and it's got its own battery supply. And I want to hook up another battery, a separate battery, to run a DC motor. And to eliminate any possibility of powers crashing together, I've simply pulled back the little tab and for the moment have removed the red wire, the voltage wire, from the connector to the ESC. That way I won't have this battery and this battery talking to each other. The other thing is the motor. I love these. This is a great way to do it. This is a very powerful gear drive DC motor that I pulled out of one of these things, which is just a drill that you can buy at Home Depot, rechargeable. Came with a nice battery pack. I think it was $30. And I'll probably show these shortly. I'll have some printed, 3D printed mounts so you can mount these on your chassis. It's a great way to go and a nice low price. So I'm going to set this here and I'm going to hook this thing up. Like I said, it just goes where a servo did. I've pulled that wire. So I'm unplugged my servo and I'm going to plug this in right here. So it's replacing the exact position where the servo was. And I'll set that there. I'm just going to, this is just a demonstration, so I haven't crimped on any ends. We're just going to shove it in there with some folded over wire. Alright, and let's plug in my battery pack, like so. And of course I've got a switch here. And I'm going to hook it up to ultimately this channel right here, channel 4 on our transmitter. Let's go to some code. We have to make one minor modification. This is the code that we did on the previous video. And it's for the Pro Mini in this case. I could do the same thing for the Teensy or any Arduino. I want to go down to this channel 4. Remember that when I did this last video, I wanted it so that if it was kind of close to center, it would automatically center it, so that way I didn't have to deal with the motors moving erroneously. So let's take and ram out this if statement like that, and of course the bracket on the other end. So now the right servo on channel 1 is still going to do the self-centering thing if it's close. The other servo, the one where a DC motor is hooked up into, is going to be getting the signal directly from this. And if we turn it on, well, let's load it in. When we turn on the transmitter receiver for the first time and turn on this switch, if the stick is center, it's going to automatically center the speed controller, or at least it should. So let's give it a try. Turning on my transmitter now. I'm going to turn on the power to basically everything, and of course you can see I have a signal. Turn that on. Turn this on. And let's see if everything works. that. Forward and reverse. Proportional control. And this actually should still work too. Yeah. And our servo still works. So everything's good. So we'll call that quits, and I hope that was useful. I think I have a small pile of these myself, these ESCs. I'll put them on our website at a good reasonable price, and if you need some, I'd love it if you bought them. And if not, though, you can find them at hobby stores or wherever. And I will see you soon. Thank you.